Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it today. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the claim process, what it takes to have a successful claim, what you could do to set yourself up for success through that process, not only getting your claim approved, but also getting the right rating. Now, I'll do these videos periodically because there's so many of us out there that just have no clue what needs to happen in order to have that successful claim. In fact, just yesterday, I was on the phone with a buddy of mine's buddy who I was talking with, and he was getting ready to file a PACT Act claim. And the first thing that I asked after he was explaining his situation was, so you are diagnosed for that condition you're going to file for, right? No. So oftentimes we as a veteran group are really good at self-diagnosing. That doesn't mean anything. You actually have to have a diagnosis, even for a PACT Act claim for a presumptive condition. This is really important because 99.9% of the time, the VA will not do you any favors with diagnosing you for anything regarding your specific claim. You already have to be diagnosed prior to submitting that claim and submitting that as evidence of your condition. Because quite frankly, why would the VA spin their wheels on a claim that you're not even diagnosed for the condition for, right? They'll spend all this time on it, all these man hours, and you don't even have that condition, we'll just say, right? So they need to make sure that they're working on something that's viable, meaning that you actually have that condition that you're filing for. So with that, hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. All right, so here's the key. Number one, to have your successful claim, 3 components. You must have active duty time or time in service anyway. So whether it's reserve time or active for training or what have you, you have to have a period of time. Typically, I talk about the active duty time frame because it's more encompassing and you can have more service-connected conditions from active duty time. So active duty time gives you that window of opportunity, entry date to exit date. That's the number one thing. Number two thing is your diagnosed condition. Now, your diagnosed condition must be chronic in nature or have some sort of residual effects. In other words, it has to have an ongoing problem for you, okay? Number three is the nexus, the link between your condition, your diagnosed condition, and your time in service. Now, the ideal situation is that you got diagnosed during your time in service. That places it in that window of opportunity and makes it a service connectable condition. Now, if you get diagnosed outside of your time in service, right? You're diagnosed over here. You need to build a bridge back to your time in service to show that your condition either A, manifested during your time in service or is a result of your time in service from whatever, right? So you need to articulate that, build that. Oftentimes you'll hear people talking about the nexus letter, using a doctor to be able to provide that letter explaining that they believe that your condition is as a result or manifested during your time in service. And here's all the reasons and the rationale behind that. So that's going to get you your service connection. Next is you need to make sure that you read the schedule of ratings, okay? The schedule of rate, I just did a video on insomnia and I cut out and put in there the piece of the schedule of ratings for you so you could see how that works. Basically, it'll give a little blurb and say, this is the rating that's assigned. Let's just say it's a 30%. And then they'll give another blurb, and this is the rating at 10%. And another blurb, and maybe that one's the one at 50%. Now, obviously, I went in a funky order there, but you get the point. There'll be a blurb, a percentage, a blurb, a percentage, a blurb, a percentage. If the blurb, you meet all the criteria in that blurb, then you will have that percentage, or you should. Next, read the next one. If you have everything in that one, then you have that condition, or you have that rating. Read the next one. If you have everything, great. If you don't, that's fine. Back down to that next one. Let's say that's a 30%. Now you know at that point, 30% is the rating that I should be awarded. Look, you're the patient. You know you and what you suffer from and the effects of it, the good days, the bad days. You know you better than your doctor. So reading the schedule of ratings will help you understand what the VA is looking for in words from your doctor. Then what you do is you articulate that to your doctor, have them put that in a letter for you if you'd like, or put it in your medical records, get a copy of those medical records and supply that with your claim. Next, you would then take that same information from the schedule of ratings. I suggest write it down, take it with you. Print it out, take it with you to your C&P examination. When you're sitting across from that examiner and they start talking to you about everything, you can reference right off of that piece of paper in front of you to make sure you don't miss anything. Then you can say to the examiner, hey, look, this is really important to me, and I just want to make sure that I give you everything that I have that goes on with me with regard to this condition. Here it is. And hand them that piece of paper and let them know, I'd really like, to make sure that this makes it into the file that goes back to the VA. And really that's it, right? And they may not, they may just copy off of it, place it in there. They may just attach that piece of paper into their files and send it off as well. No matter what, it's better than not doing anything, and it's going to help you get that rating that you deserve. So with that, we'll go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.